So, good morning, I guess. I've been up for like 2 hours. It's 5 a.m. I'm watching Family Guy because I can't get back to sleep, although I would really like to. I'm hungry. I want to eat these Oreos, but that's ridiculous. And I have a food tour coming up in a few hours, more than a few hours, so maybe I'll get up and like work out a little bit. Maybe not, but yeah, I'll check back in later. Good morning again. So I pressed snooze an insane amount of times this morning. Like, I'm rushing to meet up for this food tour. I'm starving. It just hit me because I've been like, I hopped out of bed, brushed my teeth, got dressed. I'm so hungry. And I hope I'm not late to this meetup spot. Tired is all outdoors and I have to climb these steps.
Oh, you see, this is still a. Can you see the smoke?
Yeah, steam. Yeah.
The steam, yep. This is how we would eat our bread, straight out from the bakery. So if you see people carrying a baguette, but it's with the baguette half gone, it's normal. Okay, this is the way we would eat it. So please, Vicky, go for it.
I guess I should talk a bit on this food tour, but I'm too busy eating and being hungry. But we just had cheese, so I can't show you the place. I can just tell you what we did because I don't want to give up the tour, but it was so good. Some of the best cheese I've ever had, ever. food tour is over. I'm eating my crepe right now. I'm about to throw it away because I don't really do desserts. So the food tour was really good. It really picked up at the end. We had a good amount of wine, so I am feeling amazing. And I don't need to go to my hotel really. Oh no, I need to get my travel charger, so I'll probably stop there first and then head back to find a museum or something, because I don't need to go and like take a nap. I slept really late last night or this morning. Like I was dead tired. Thought I was gonna miss the food tour, but yeah, I made it. So I'm gonna get my charger and then I'm gonna head to a museum. Okay, so for people who are just gonna watch my vlogs, oh, which way do I go? And not necessarily read the blog, I did my first food tour in Portugal after I met up with a group of people, but one girl was like, oh, I'm doing this food tour, you know, we can meet there. And immediately I like got to connect and signed up for it. And it turned out to be freaking amazing. So I'm like, every time I travel, I want to do food tours if I can. So the whole point of those is not only are you eating what's regional, but you kind of get like a little history tour and find out why they eat what they eat. Like in Portugal, the whole codfish thing, even though codfish are not native to Portugal, like they salt it and whatever to preserve it. And it just happened to be one of those things. I'm really getting used to like vlogging when people are around. But yeah, codfish are not native to Portugal. They salt the hell out of it just to preserve it, and they enjoy that. They make it like 100 different ways. But you learn like why they eat that, how they got to get into codfish. So I am surprised that we did not try escargot on this food tour, but I'll probably look out for it one of these days. Like I'm here for 5 nights, 6 days, so I'll find it again. But I just like the little history lesson and obviously trying different foods and wines. Now the wine was pretty freaking good on that little tour. Always gonna be my favorite part, even if I don't care for the alcohol that they let you taste. I just love it. So now I've gotten my travel charger and I'm about to, I don't know, I'm walking around, gonna try to hit up a museum. Won't say which one because let me walk somewhere again today and find out that it's closed. That was a delightful treat, but I didn't care to do a museum yesterday, so it didn't bother me that much that it was closed. And I did a lot of walking, like to the point that I was starving after, so perfect. I should say, it's kind of loud around here. I always recommend doing a food tour your first or second day somewhere because it's a good way to find out what to eat. Not just what's regional, but like the local really good food spots versus if a place is like they have someone standing on the corner trying to get you to come in, they have an American menu separate from their native menu or just in their native language, then it's probably not a good place. So you want like the little hole in the walls, or in New York, I don't know if they would have like A grades, but like just places that aren't in like the Zagat guide or something like that, or you see a whole bunch of blogs about it, because that's where the best food is. You want to go where like the local people are having their lunch and dinner or even breakfast. So that is another good reason to do a food tour immediately, so throughout the rest of your trip you can eat at those good places versus like me walking around and trying to figure out, well, what's good and what's not. And I'm always like, well, what's in my budget? Not even budget, because I don't set a budget. I just don't like spending a lot of money. I don't like eating at places where it's like 20 euro for like, I don't know, like in Italy, 20 euro for a plate of pasta. I didn't want to say like a cheeseburger and fries because I do not eat that when I travel, but yeah, you just want good food at a good price. So I'm in the Louvre. I came here first because I assumed it would be really crowded and I don't want to deal with that any other day, but it's so quiet and peaceful and beautiful. Like, I'm in love, and I'm not even in the portraits or the Renaissance art. Like, I'm in sculptures and I'm in love. This place, it just keeps going up and up. Like, it never ends. Look at this guy. This place is never ending, and I'm getting a little tired since I've been walking literally since I woke up. Like, the food tour, you walk on those for 3 hours minimum, so I think I'm about to try and find the Mona Lisa, even though plenty of people are unimpressed with her. I want to see her, maybe get a good shot, show you guys, and then get out of here. Okay, trying to charge my phone a little bit. Found a spot on the grass. I figured I'd give you my views on the Mona Lisa. Now, in a lot of my travel groups, by a lot, I mean like 2 or 3, people tend to say what they were unimpressed with, one being like Paris, whereas before I even visited Paris for the first time, I was in love, like knew I was gonna live here. The kids. So as far as the Mona Lisa, a lot of people said that they were unimpressed and that it's like 5 by 7 and it's just not that serious. It's not that great. And yeah, I thought she was gorgeous. Like, beautiful. I could have stood there for a minimum of an hour just looking at her. Um, yeah, I'm glad that I saw her. I would recommend that you do too. Like, don't skip out on it. I'm glad that I went with low expectations. So maybe I would have thought, she was this huge painting and I knew, okay, she's going to be a little small. So I was prepared for something like that. But beautiful, hands down. And I'm telling you guys first, like, I'm not even going to put it on IG story or anything. Like, she was gorgeous. The Louvre is huge. You got to spend like 3 days there, whereas I feel like I can just go to other museums during my time here instead of staying there even longer or even going back. Like, I'd go back if I get bored during this time, but there are so many other museums to see. So I'm back in my room. I just finished up some chocolate from earlier because I'm surprised that the first thing we ate was sweets. We did chocolate and then we went to the macaron place. Um, yeah, that's it. Those are the first two places. And I hadn't eaten yet. Like, I literally hopped out of bed. I don't know why I kept pressing snooze. If I just would have gotten up, then I would have felt a lot better. I wouldn't have felt so tired. I don't know why I felt so tired because I got some good sleep and then I woke up at 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m. And then at some point I fell asleep again. So I just finished up my chocolate from there. Tip, Claire, who was the tour guide, I keep calling her the tour guide, Claire from Secret Food Tours, said that a good way to see if a chocolate shop is good, not only you have to look at the signage outside, like I know the little ins and outs of that, but you go in and you ask for their base chocolates. So since I'm pretty simple with my sweets, like I am so plain, don't like to do too much extra. Those macarons were like, I'm surprised I got those flavors. I just had bits of the lemon one. I didn't like the passion fruit / tarragon one. I just had bits of the lemon one, and it's like, this is not saying a lot. It's the best macaron I've ever had because I've had L'Adore and from somewhere else, I believe, because I keep saying, oh, okay, I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll like them. It was the best I've ever had, but I still did not like it. So I took like nibbles of it and then threw it away. But to find out if you're going to like a chocolate spot, chocolaterie, or I don't know what you would call them, you go in and you ask for their base chocolates. Now I got the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate. So good. Of course anybody can do milk chocolate. I'm surprised I liked the dark chocolate. I only just started eating that at Trader Joe's. Like, they have their Trader Joe's dark chocolate, that's the brand, is really, really good. So that I had just now or earlier today, delicious. I've had Swiss chocolate before and it's pretty freaking good. So I don't know if I can say the chocolate I had today was the best ever, but excuse me, so it's some of the best. Like, definitely some of the best. So I just finished up that. I said all of that to say. So I just finished up that. I'm like drinking this San Pellegrino that I swiped out of the lounge in New York, the airport lounge. And I'm charging my phone because for some reason my travel charger, even though I charged it like not all night, but a good chunk of the night, my phone either wouldn't detect it or maybe it drained. It looks like it's charging right now, which is weird because I'm positive I charged it last night. So I had like 3 or 4% leaving out of the Louvre. Then I had 2, and I'm like, let me just walk back to my hotel. So I didn't use my map too much. Like, I glanced at it and I'm like, all right, this way, this way, this way, and kind of just checked back in like 3 more times. And I got here, I had 1%, my phone was still working, but luckily, and I didn't have my charging cube, that cube that you plug the USB into. I just had my USB thinking, okay, I'm gonna walk around with that travel charger, that one. So I'm gonna have my Sky Roam out and about tomorrow because I trust that to charge up this phone, to charge period, more than this little thing. So what am I about to do? I wonder what time it is. I think it's not even 6 o'clock. So the places that were recommended to me open at like 7:30. I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit, charge up my devices, and then head out and definitely go get a drink this time. And I'm gonna need to eat. Like, I'm kind of doing a lot during this trip, but if I did nothing at all, like, that would be okay as well. Because if I were in New York right now, I would have gotten off work like an hour ago and literally be on my way straight home. Like, I don't do things. So when I travel, I kind of, just go with the flow and chill then as well. Like, I don't need to fill up my days with activities. Like, I literally enjoy roaming around the city. I'll sit in a cafe, get some tea or a croissant, and people watch or read a book. Like in Madrid, I finished a book like that big, kind of like the size of the book I brought here. And but I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish that one because I feel really busy. So yeah, I'm fine with not doing anything, but I feel like I'm having a sensory overload here. Like, this is already going on 5 minutes. I want to do all the things. Like, there's so much to do, so much to see. Even when I'm doing nothing, I'm still doing something. Like, I am just in love with Paris. In love. Don't ask me why. I've been places similar, and I'm like, oh, I really like these places too. I can see myself living here, but for some reason, like, Paris is the place for me. It has my heart. That's like really where my heart is. So yeah, don't know why I'm obsessed, but I am. Curious about where other people are obsessed with. What place did you fall in love with before you ever visited, or after your first time visiting, you're like, this is the place I would like to die, please? Let me know in the comments. It is so weird having to ask for the chat. Sitting there for who knows. I think somebody just said I was on Snapchat. I am definitely not. But having to ask for the chat, which I didn't. Like, he walked past like 4 times and just brought it to me.